White Sox, they make a nice deal, in my opinion, trading Aaron Bummer, reliever, away for Michael Soroka, Jared Schuster, Nicky Lopez, Brandon Sheemak, Rylan Goins. So right now, again, 5 players in the deal was this White Sox team. For Aaron Bummer, to be honest, where his numbers weren't even all that great last season. I know he's a specialist, this Aaron Bummer, but last season he was getting rocked, 5-5 record, 58 in the third, 78 Ks, a 6.79 ERA, 1.53 whip. So right now for the Braves, they needed another arm in the bullpen. But this trade, honestly, I don't think it really helps them, and it hurts some of rotation depth and potential upside. Now to the White Sox side of things, you get Michael Soroka, former ace, obviously, of this Brave staff 4 seasons ago. And injuries have been the problem with Soroka. So last season, in a few starts for this Brave team, 32 2/3, 2-2 record, 29 Ks, a 6.40 ERA, a 1.48 whip, and a quality start. So right now, 4th, 5th option, he'll be in this rotation for the Chicago White Sox team. And this White Sox team, everyone's on the block and everyone's for sale, and they're just trying to find some veterans and youngsters mixed in these trades. But to get 5 players in a deal, I know some of them won't make the major leagues, but Soroka, Schuster, and Nicky Lopez are interesting acquisitions to me. So in terms of fantasy baseball, Soroka is someone I'm going to take a flyer on in later rounds. I definitely think he'll get a rotation spot in the back end for this Chicago White Sox team, and that's what he needs is Soroka. It's going to take time for him to heal 100% and get things under him, but right now I think it's a good landing spot, no pressure for a White Sox team that obviously isn't going to compete and contend the next few seasons. And now Jared Schuster, I thought he was a decent prospect coming up and showed some flashes for the Atlanta Braves last season, but now he's another young player going to the Chicago White Sox and definitely in consideration for a 4th or 5th spot. So last season it wasn't great, 52 2/3, 4-3 record, 30 Ks, a 5.81 ERA, a 1.50 whip, and a quality start. So he was a pitcher that this Brave team, I think, gave up on a little bit early in his major league career. Now this White Sox team, they're trying to bolster the back end of the rotation and see if they can find diamond in the rough with a Schuster or Michael Soroka if he can find it once again. So in terms of fantasy baseball as well, if he does crack the rotation, is Jared Schuster. He's someone in the back end of your rotation and back end of your fantasy draft, obviously. You take in the later rounds, 20th, 23rd round range. And Nicky Lopez as well. He was a former top prospect for the Kansas City Royals a few seasons ago, but he really couldn't get anything going besides a base stealer. So right now, there's not enough base stealing you could have, obviously, in the major leagues. Lopez, he's a utility man, but in terms of fantasy baseball, even if he gets almost an everyday opportunity, I don't really see him as someone on the radar. So the Atlanta Braves and Chicago White Sox make a deal, and in my opinion, I think this deal favors the White Sox and more upside in this trade as well, and we'll see if this could pan out for both teams in the upcoming 2024 season, and if any of these players could have fantasy value.